My name is David R. Montgomery, and I'm a professor of geomorphology at the University of Washington. When I talk about my book, Dirt, The Erosion of Civilizations, I'm really talking about the story of humanity since the Ice Ages, since agriculture began and how people treated the land has affected how long the land has been able to support human societies. Because if you look at the problem of sustaining a society over the long run, there's one fundamental criteria that needs to be met. We have to preserve the soil and its fertility because that's where we derive most of our food. And if you look at the problems facing society today over the next century, the problem of soil erosion is probably one of the biggest underappreciated environmental crises that we face. And the history of humanity looked back through the story of soil erosion and how it's affected societies and how that has played out over culture after culture after society, has a lot of important implications and lessons for the next 100 years and how we treat the land and how future generations will be able to derive their living from the land. I get asked to speak at a wide variety of venues, everything ranging from neighborhood community groups near my house in Seattle to campus-wide events at universities across the country or international conferences. I think when most people think about the land, they don't think of it as something that changes. And as a geomorphologist, I know that landscapes evolve. I know that they change. And so one of the things that I think that I really help people do is to think differently about the world around them and to see the land as something that can change for the better or for the worse, because people can take care of the soil just as easily as we can degrade it. But the outcome for future generations is completely different. So I see one of the ways that I can make a difference is to essentially try and open people's eyes to looking at the land in a different way and to actually appreciate the soil, something we take for granted most of the time, as something that's actually incredibly important and foundational for human society. So if you want to learn more about me, go to www.samaralectures.com. That's SAMARA lectures.com.